try to get the live phone lines working again, guys. I think I got this caught up. I've been fucking around here on this Skype thing. I got to get some sort of new program besides this. But you can try right now to give us a call. I'll do my best to answer. Actually, you know what? I can't take phone calls. You know why?
Why is that?
Because when we got disconnected in hour number 1, our producer called me, and I have to call him to be able to take phone calls. So you know what? We are shit out of the only way we'd be able to take phone calls if we were to cut the stream out and then basically cut the stream out and then reload it. But I don't want to do that. We've already had enough fucking problems. So whatever, right? Whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Live radio, dude. Live radio. Anything can fucking happen. So no doubt. All right, give me another news story, man. I don't have anything up on the website. So let's talk about Bubba the Love Sponge, I guess. We'll talk about his firing from TNA last week. Talked about it a little bit earlier tonight. What do you think about that last week? Bubba the Love Sponge, it was announced on WZROnline.com that he was released from TNA.
Well, like I said, to me, Bubba is kind of like I said, pretty much just a jackass. I mean, his comments were tasteless. It was classless. I mean, just from the get-go about Haiti. I mean, he had points about it, but just the way he said it was very tasteless. And you know what? If he's not one of Hogan's buddies like the Nasty Boys or even the Wolfpack, you know, he wouldn't be in TNA. We'd never even hear about this guy. Most people wouldn't even have heard about this guy. So I don't know. He's one of those guys I just try not to pay too much attention to him, pretty much, because I mean, why give him the press? I mean, that's what he wants.
Well, he feels that he's a national radio host. Well, he's big time based out of Florida, and basically a lot of TNA fans in Florida. Obviously, everybody that attends the Impact tapings on a weekly basis, based out of Florida, and he feels that he gives them a lot of press on his radio show. And basically, now that he's been fired, he's going to go out and obviously bash the company. And he acts like a fucking 10-year-old kid. He acts like a child. I know some of those Twitter messages weren't from him; they were from a guy named Brent or something like that. But he acts like a fucking child. Then he goes on to his national radio show. He's got 2 of them that he does. One's on Sirius satellite radio, and the other's on just a regular FM station out of Florida, man. But he goes on there, and you knew he was going to go out and trash TNA after they fired him. You know what I mean? He's not going to have anything. Carter. Yeah, he's not going to have anything good to say about TNA, about Dixie, or any of its talent. You know what I mean? Well, the guys that he likes, he's obviously not going to trash. But he's going to continue going out there and trashing the company. And is that really? Do you really want to leave on those terms? You know what I mean? Do you want to go out on that note, basically saying that there's no chance you'll ever be brought back here to TNA? You know what I mean? We're not going to give him another shot.
No way. Not especially after what he called Dixie Carter. Didn't he call her like a white trash bitch?
Yeah.
Something along those lines. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, I got a couple comments he wrote on his Twitter I wanted to read off. The first one was, "I was going to take the high road, but it looks like TNA has fired the first shot." And the second one was...
I think some of those were written by a guy named Brent, right? Because didn't he sign on? And that may have just been...
I didn't hear nothing about that.
You never fucking know, dude. It could have been Bubba just signing on. I don't even know. I've never even heard of this Brent guy. I don't know if he does the Twitter for Bubba or whatever the deal is. But nonetheless, dude, this guy... I don't know.
Well, I know when he was on the Cowhead show, he called TNA fans white trash and hillbillies and stuff like that. At the end, after Kong got off the phone.
Right.
So, I don't know. He's just a classless guy.
Yeah, I mean, Bubba going from TNA, it's probably better that he is done and put it behind him, man. And he's going to continue, like I said, the trash TNA, trash Dixie, trash whoever that he doesn't like in TNA. And the only people that are going to hear him are the Bubba Army, whoever listens to his radio show on a weekly basis. You know.
What did you even think about his role in TNA? I mean, he went from so many different things. Like his role. I mean, he didn't even have like a defined role. It was kind of just jumping around.
Good riddance, right? Good fucking riddance, dude. So be it, you know. I don't know. What else? What else we got for major stories, man? We got that
sexual harassment.
Can you hear me, or are we just? Is there a delay on the mic or something, man? Something seems off here. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. It's cutting in a little bit.
This hour 2 is a fucking disaster, man. It's a complete fucking disaster.
And well, in my headphones, you've been cutting in and cutting out a little bit, so I didn't know when you stopped your sentences. So we're overlapping a little bit here.
Yeah, there's definitely some sort of fucking delay. I have no idea. This is the worst second hour of radio I've ever been involved in my radio career. God damn, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyways, all right, another story that we had this past week was the sexual harassment case within WWE. Basically, Irv Mushnick, who has a long history with WWE, very long history, where he was a part of that steroid trial back in the day, and basically came out and broke a scandal the other day, and on his blog, he writes a blog online, and broke a scandal, and basically said that a guy by the name of, do you have his name or no?
Yeah, Jared Barty, Bartie.
Okay, Jared Barty. We have a picture of him up on WZROnline.com. It's a few pages down. Actually, no, it's still on the main news board, but it's a few news posts down. You can view a photo of this guy. We took it off WWE's corporate website. He was up there until yesterday, and they removed him as soon as the scandal broke yesterday when we put it out on the websites. Well, when Irv broke it, and then we put it out on the websites. But basically,
so I'm assuming he's fired, right?
Yeah, well, he's gone. He must be, because they removed his profile. They've declined to comment. WWE's declined to comment on the whole situation. But the basic gist of it here is, and I don't have the full story up in front of me, but the gist of it is, during WrestleMania weekend, this Jared Barty guy went out and I guess drank a few too many beers and started hitting on a female employee. And this was during the WrestleMania 26 weekend festivities. Apparently, she went and filed a sexual harassment claim on him, which led to him being suspended while they investigated to see if, there was any improper conduct. And it turns out that, according to Irv, a few months after this happened, she was caught in the WWE office in Titan Towers on company time, performing a sexual act on someone else. So she was obviously fired on the spot. So it's a complete mess where basically she went out, filed a sexual harassment charge, and then she was later fired a few months later for being caught in the act in Titan Towers.
How's that for a PG image?
Oh, I know. Apparently, WWE's declined comment. Irv contacted Robert Zimmerman, who is WWE's head of press, in Stanford, and no comment.
This guy Barty, though, he must have done something really bad. I mean, he must have not just been hitting on her. Obviously, I'd like to know what he did to, you know what I mean, to this woman that caused her to get fired.
It must have been something, there must have been something that was committed. He must have done something, maybe touched her, I don't know. Yeah, they said that Irv's report said that he got drunk and obviously must have approached her, and you know what happens when people get drunk, you know what I mean? Whether he, maybe touched her, I don't know, you never know. You never want to speculate, you know what I mean? But it's interesting, man. That was a big story from WWE land, so.
Well, like I said, he must.
Now go ahead, man. Yeah, dude. Oh. Yeah, there's a delay, and your mic sounds like shit now, dude. I have no.
Yours sounds terrible to mine. Yours sounds terrible to me too.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Dude. We're gonna, Rob. We're gonna wrap this thing up, man. In hour number 2. I guess we'll just wrap it up here, man, because we got through Monday Night Raw, and we got through most of the main stuff, but I have no idea. And this hour 2 is just an absolute fucking disaster. Absolute disaster. So I guess we'll wrap it up, man. I think the deal is I was supposed to call when we got disconnected. I was supposed to call, so I don't know what the deal is. But nonetheless,
I don't know, for some reason your microphone is like going in and out to me, and it's like I can't hear half the stuff you're saying to me.
Yeah, we'll have to run some tests throughout the week. Coming week, we'll run some tests, and we'll see if we can't get this thing down and come back. We're going to be here from 8 to 10 every single Tuesday night, guys. That's our new time slot. My apologies. Hour number 1 was flawless. Hour number 2, we really fucked up in hour number 2, and it's not worth being here when I can barely hear you and we're overlapping each other. So we'll come back next Tuesday night. My apologies for those of you guys that stayed up late tonight. No doubt we'll see you guys next Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Time here on WZROnline.com. For Chris Haller, this is Ryan Clark saying see you next Tuesday night.